here we will introduce the selector, this function. So there's all three different kinds of applications for the selector. The first, maybe the easiest way for you to understand it. It's like the classroom. There are four different kind of choices. So this is the answer A, and here is the answer B. This is the answer C. Here is the answer D, and D is the right answer. So the thing will tell me that yes, D is the right answer. Okay. And when the students click A, you will also jump to the original question. Okay. B, jump back. C, jump back. D is the right answer. And jump backward to the next thing, the next question. And you can also edit this selector. Yes, I can. Here is the question. And let the students please choose the right answer. And here's the answer A, answer B, answer C, answer D. Okay. Like you think the answer A to the thing A, B to the thing B. And D, the right answer, jump to E. Okay. And C. So change your place. So here's the main view. Okay, let's preview. So here the students saw the selector, and there's a questionnaire. There are different kind of answers, and when he chose A, click to here and see what the A answer is. And found out that is the wrong answer. Click back. And B and C are both the wrong answer. Click back. But when he clicked D, and he found out that D is the right answer. And here the students know that it is the right answer. And so this is the first application for the selector. And here the second application is like you have the designer design a logic story, storyline. So when the viewer see this first scene, and he wants to see that when he chose the first plot, the plot A, and see how the plot A is, and he chose plot B and see how plot B is, and when he chose plot D, and he can link to the another plot, like the plot D is somebody gets murdered, and this guy is murdered, and here the saint tell him that you were killed, things like that. So that is the second application for the selector, and we also have the third application for the selector. It's like a map. Here, change it to a map and change the size of this background, the background image of the selector. Here, when the use this map is for the Adidas flagship store. So here are the different clothes for women or men, and their shoes, or the different kind of sports, football, basketball, and when the shopper, the customers want to see the male clothes, and you click A, or link to click A, or see the women clothes and click B, and see how the women's clothes are like. It is the same. Okay, so that is the 3 different kinds of applications for selector that I can think of. And we also have another chart named trigger chart. So the trigger chart has have 2 different kinds of logic, and logic and or logic. Here we add an and logic. So the difference between the trigger and the logic is that in the selector, you have to link, you use the different kinds of lines, the hotspot lines, to create the whole logic. Like D is the right answer, so this is the logic, or the plot D will link the players to the ending that he is killed, or as a map that so this is the exit, and when you click the exit, you will just the whole visit is over. So that the whole logic is created through different kinds of lines, the hotspot lines. You have to click it, and here we have this AND logic. The difference is that the AND is just a logic. You don't have to set, you don't have to use those lines to tell me that this logic is that you are killed. We just have this AND logic. see, yeah, and logic means you have two different kinds of hotspots, and only when the users or students click both of these hotspots, it will link to the next scene. So this is the AND logic. Okay, see how it works. So I click A and I see how click A is, and I click B.
Next train to arrive at platform 3 will be a service to West Croydon. Please stand back behind the yellow.
And I click back. So this is the AND logic. Okay. And we also have the OR logic. So OR logic means I just have to click 1 or 2, or just click one out of these two hotspots rolling to the next thing. I don't need to click both of them. Here we'll see how it works.
The next train to arrive at platform 3.
Gotcha.
Next train to arrive at platform.
Jump to the next thing. So this and OR logic can be used in the multiple. So here we have in the education scenario, we said that D is just a single right choice. But in the trigger chart, we can set the multiple choice question. We said that C and D are both the right answers. And only when you click both of those answers or one of those answers, right answers, it will link you to tell you that you have chose the right answers. Okay. So the differences between the trigger between the AND logic and the select function is that the selector just used different lines to create logic, but AND and logic is just they are a logic by themselves, and you can set the multiple choice questions in the AND and OR logic. So, okay, let's go on. And here we have the project settings. And we have the global audio, which means that you can add the background music for the whole project throughout this project. Yeah, like I apply this to the panoramic image video to the image to the video and make it auto replay and see. So you can hear the background the background music whenever you see throughout this project, all the will have this background image, background music. Okay. So that's the global audio, and here we also have the global selector or sandbox setting. So you have already know what a selector is. And here we have a global selector, which you can set it, which will be placed at the right side of the scene by default. Okay. Okay. So here is map. And he click click this button, you will link to A, here B, C, D. Okay, let's see how it works. So here you can see that icon of the global selector. You can also customize the icon. So here you select the map and click it, and you find this map and just jump to the same point. So this selector is a global selector. It will be placed at all scenes.
Next train to arrive at platform 3.
Okay, so this is the global selector, and we also have the sandbox. So the differences between the global selector and the sandbox is the the icon. It's like the sandbox will become you like a added the sandbox. So we have different markers. Okay, so jump to A, B, C, D. Okay, let's see. So you can also customize the icon of the sandbox and click it, and you find sandbox.
Next train to arrive at platform 3.
The function is just the same as the global selector. The difference is that you can see the view angle on the sandbox mode. Okay, you can also expand the sandbox or global selector by default, which means when you click the preview, it will just be there. You don't need to click this icon to make it expand. Okay, we also have the hotspot click effects. As for all the hotspot, when you click no matter what hotspot you click, you will have this kind of effects. We also have the sync list. This setting is especially used when there are too many things in this project. Okay, let's see how it looks like. I just draw it down here. So this is the icon of the sync list. And we have different groups. So this is the group, default group. Seven different kind of things.
Next train to arrive at platform.
This things right down here. So this is the sync list. And here you have, so by default or by custom, and here, so the category A, could be D. I double click this add button. Have this. Okay. Then we have the category B, category 2. So the category 1 has C and D, and the category 2 have the question. Okay, let's see. So you can see the difference. Just like I want to tell the users that in the classroom there are different kinds of things, and in the playground there are different kinds of things. So you can click different categories. Okay. Here the preset layout is just for the size of the different things on different terminals, the width and the height. And here is for the FOV, and you can also choose to display the sync title or not. So I disable the display sync list. So here the sync title will not be displayed here. Okay, and I enable it. So here I will see the name of the current sync. Okay, and the global hotspot. You already know what a hotspot like, and here this hotspot is a global hotspot. It means in all the things this hotspot will be there on the position that you set. It's like at the lower right, and hotspot type. If you want it to be a hyperlink, like here's our official website. Okay, let's see. So I set it at the lower left corner. I click it, it just jump to our website. So hotspot, or I can also make the type to switch things to the question. Okay, so let's preview. So when I click the hotspot, we'll just jump to the original scene. And when I'm at this scene and I click this hotspot, global hotspot, we'll just jump to the scene that we want to jump to. So it's very important that when there are too many scenes in this project and the users just want to go back to the starting point, you can just click this global hotspot and get to the starting point and find the scene that you want to have a look at. Okay, here we have the scene switch effects, and here is the global scene switch, which means all the scene switch effects will be the same. Okay, I chose left to right, and let's see. So, and here's the scene, and click it, it will from left to right. So this is the effect, and also left to right, and left to right. This effects will be the same because I have set the global scene switch effects. If you don't want this, you just have to disable it, and you set the scene switch effects for a single scene